Hello YouTubers, this is the Noobifier. Yesterday CIG released the updated MISC Reliant. Let's take a quick look. The MISC Reliant, as I mentioned on the video that's linked up for you right now, had a tough and rocky start. No matter, the base core now mounts a pair of ball turrets and a pair of gimbaled size 1s under the wings, for a total of 4 size 2s and 2 size 1. That's some pretty big stuff. It now also mounts some missiles, which would seem to bring it closer to the community favorite Avenger Titan. The Titan offers a bed over the Reliant that you can log out from, and the Reliant core offers a second seat for a co-pilot. That would sound like it cancels out, but it really doesn't. The omission of a bed could be seen as a major deal breaker, but don't worry, CIG had teased years ago that we may in the future be able to log out of a single seat ship. Nothing much has come of that since, but I thought that I would mention it. The Reliant core is MISC's starter, with a flippy-flappy rotating wing design. The pilot can choose to fly with the wing flat or pivot it upright. When it's vertical, you do lose the ability to leave the seat and the cargo area gets blocked off. It offers what you would expect from a basic cargo runner, but how about its ability to defend itself? For this initial video, I first took a Sabre fixed repeater loadout into AC Vandal Swarm to shake it out a bit, and then I took a slightly modified gimbaled core with repeaters. I'm aware that this isn't the most meta loadout possible, and all I wanted to do was get a quick baseline. The ship pivots very well, but there's a noticeable difference in the rate of rotation depending on the orientation of the wing. Old habits die hard, and I do normally roll and then pull onto my target. The auto gimbal system is so OP that fixed is basically something that you should never bother with. The full gimbaled loadout works very well and takes out lower level targets with ease, but you do get reminded very quickly that the ship isn't very well protected. You do not want to put this ship anywhere inside a dogfight, which is somewhat similar to the Titan, but quite weak compared to a light fighter. So from a balance standpoint, yes, that would make sense, and it would be what the pilot would expect of a ship in the starter category. Because of the way the cockpit rotates, the lower part where your feet are suspended has great visibility. Because of the way the cockpit rotates, the upper part is obstructed by an overhead panel. MISC does seem to have this as part of their design language, where someone seems to think that we don't actually want to look up. If you want just the TLDR, at $65, it's a nice starter cargo runner ship with a second seat for a friend. The updates to the weapon package were desperately needed, and this makes it much more viable. It pitches quite quickly, but its main engines seem to be pretty weak, meaning that it does drift around, and it does take time to travel in the direction that you may be aimed at. Boosts well when used for a short period of time. I hate MISC's audible warning voice, so I turned it off for testing, and you could surely put some time and money into upgrades to address some of the things that I brought up. But you could also do that to a better ship. In the past, I would suggest that you avoid this at all costs in favor of the Titan. However, now, it's fine. Not great, but okay. I do hate upselling ships, but I cannot end a video without mentioning that the Cuddy Black offers more of everything, and it's better. More multiplayer, more weapons, more turret, more cargo, more beds. You can start with a Reliant, and if you don't like it or it doesn't suit your needs in the future, at least you can always CCU to a Cuddy. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. Please subscribe if you're not, so that you can be the first to see more interesting topics. It helps me a bunch. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.